My name is Caitlin. I'm currently a freshman at Boston University, but by the time you see this, I'll be a rising sophomore. I just really wanted to film this while I was here at school and kind of share some thoughts, advice, what I've learned over this last year. My first year in college, it wasn't exactly what I expected, and I feel like a lot of people have a similar experience. I wrote out a long list of things I wanted to talk about today because I don't want to miss anything. So I'm in a very unique living situation at Boston University. I'm in a brownstone as a freshman, which is kind of unheard of. So if you know BU at all, they have Bay State Road, which is kind of the street full of brownstones. And I'm not even on that. I'm in a solo brownstone all by itself that no one really knows about. It's called 483 Commonwealth Avenue, which is literally just the address. Most people at BU don't know it exists. It's very, very far east on campus. It is across the street from Miles Standish Hall, which is more like a dormitory across the street. And I know they're trying to change the name, and I totally support them. When I was looking into the dorm the summer after my senior year, and I wanted to start planning, I wanted an idea of what my dorm was like, and there was no information about it. Like, there weren't photos, there was nothing. And so I went in very, very blind. I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't know what to pack, how much space I would have, what type of storage, what furniture came. So I hope that this video might be helpful. And I have seen photos of other brownstones, and I feel like they're kind of similar to this. Obviously not exactly the same. I feel like space-wise will be similar. I'm in a triple right now. I'm on the 4th floor. So again, I'm not sure if the other floors are differently, but they all look like they're laid out pretty much the same. There are 2 bathrooms on my floor on my side of the building. So as I mentioned before, it's 481 and 483. They are connected, but technically they are different sides. So each side of each floor has 2 bathrooms. It's not your own personal bathroom for your room because there are maybe like 6 people that use it. There's a few rooms that surround each bathroom. Personally, sometimes I think it's worse than having a floor bathroom. Hear me out. When someone is in there, you have literally no access to a bathroom. I just need to go in there and use the sink to wash my face or brush my teeth in the morning. And if the bathrooms are full, there's absolutely no way you can do that. Whereas a floor bathroom, at least you can go in and use the sink, and usually the bathrooms have a few stalls, one might be available. But in terms of showering, I definitely like having a personal shower better. There are some pros and cons to the bathroom situation. The building has 4 floors and a basement. There's a laundry room in the basement. There's only 2 washers and 2 dryers. There's no elevator. So you have to, I have to climb 4 flights of stairs to get to my room. You get used to it, but move-in is definitely difficult. Some advice for that is my dad brought, I'll figure out what it is and put a picture on the screen, but basically it had wheels and you could just stack my stuff up and wheel it up. I definitely recommend something like that. Otherwise, you're literally just lugging everything. Another interesting thing is we did not choose to live here. This was actually one of the lower choices. I wanted to live in West Campus or in Warren Towers, the big freshman dormitories. So this was none of our choices. We just kind of randomly got assigned this. As a freshman, I would not recommend living in a brownstone, I will say. I'm very glad that I got to experience it, so I know what it's like, but I don't think it's all it's hyped up to be. That being said, if you come here with a group of friends or you're rooming with your friends and you have a community here, I think it could be really fun, but it's not the place to make friends. No one in the building really talks to you. It's not like a freshman floor where everyone is friends and things like that. We are the only freshmen in the building. Everyone else here is probably a junior, senior. They've all established their friendships, their routine, they've settled into college. Just keep that in mind. But it definitely could be a nice living situation for it later on. Now we're getting into my long list. So I kind of have 4 categories that I want to go through. The categories are things I'm glad I brought, things I didn't need, and things I wish I had. And then finally, just some general advice, other tips that don't necessarily fit into those 3 categories. So let's begin. No particular order, just what came to my mind as I was planning this. A Brita water bottle. I cannot stress this enough. You need a Brita water bottle. You cannot trust all the water that's coming out of here. Something about my dorm is it doesn't have a water fountain. Literally the only way you can get water when you live here is through the sink. You're not gonna wanna have to fill up a huge Brita jug every time you want water. You just want to be able to put in your water bottle and take it with you to class. a towel for under my shower caddy. I went with a plastic shower caddy. It will leak wherever you put it, so just get a little microfiber towel to go under your plastic shower caddy. It absorbs it, you don't get water anywhere. Works great. A foldable ottoman. I personally just store like towels and blankets and things like that inside of it, but it's a great little storage thing and it looks cute. IKEA bags for laundry. I had a heart-sided laundry basket in my closet, but I didn't bring that down to the laundry room. Like just these canvas bags, you just throw your clothes in it and bring it down, and it's great. They're very cheap. You don't need anything fancy. The command hook shelves, you're not gonna fit much on it and you can't put much weight on them. I have some succulents and some little picture frames, things like that. They're great for that. Long power cords, just buy some cheap ones off of Amazon. Power strips or a power block or something. An air tag, you can put it on whatever. I have it on my keys. A pouch on your phone to store your ID. The one that I have on my phone right now, I can hold a max of 3 cards. So I have my student ID, a Charlie card, and a like credit or debit card. My BU ID, like you use it so much throughout the day, so you really want to have easy access to it. Earmuffs, because I like wearing my hair up and I don't want to wear a hat, but your ears will get cold in the city. Definitely recommend a long, thick winter coat. My one from Patagonia is so amazing. You're walking outside to classes, whereas in high school, like you go inside and you're inside. You don't have to go outside again, so you need to be warm. Eye mask and earplugs. It's gonna be loud, it's gonna be bright, you wanna sleep. Another thing is I have this little bathroom organizer that I take with me when I go to the bathroom and do my morning skincare and stuff. You're gonna wanna have some dishes. A few things I recommend are just containers like Tupperware, some utensils for sure. I'd recommend is just having a bin to keep them in. Noise canceling headphones. I cannot stress this enough. I know they're expensive. I know they're a big purchase, but I recommend like saving up for them, asking them for a grad gift, something like that. It took me a long time to bite the bullet and buy them. If you follow me on like TikTok or anything, I talked about this. I went like 3/4 of the year without them, and every time I went to the library, I couldn't study. Public places, I couldn't study because it was too loud, and I'm annoying like that. I need quiet when I study. Highly recommend. This might be an interesting take, but I'm really glad that I bought towels in a unique color. I bought pink towels. You'll never get them confused with anyone else's. Like definitely get dryer balls. Don't buy dryer sheets. That's very wasteful and you'll have to buy more. But a dryer ball, you just use it the whole year. Last thing I have on this list right now, unless I think of anything else, are slides. These function as like shower shoes and normal. I'm literally wearing them right now. I love these things. The floors get very dirty, like gross. Like you do not want to walk around barefoot. Slides to slip on are so nice. And you could get separate shower shoes and slides. I would highly recommend getting 2 sets of sheets and even more than 2 sets of pillowcases. Like you want to be able to rotate your pillowcases. And something I noticed is that not changing my pillowcase definitely affects my skin. You don't want to have to wash them that often. So definitely have a few sets you can just rotate through. Alrighty, let's move on. Here are things that I did not need. This list isn't as long as I expected, which is great. First up, and I really, really hate to say this because I love it and I will be keeping it, don't think at college, my robe. I brought it with me and I thought I would use it, but I just never did. The main reason being probably was that the room was so hot all the time. So I never needed to bundle up or like be cozy. I didn't need that and it took up a lot of space. Another thing are some other winter items. I did bring snow pants and my winter boots just in case. Never once used them. Don't waste space with those. One thing I would really recommend instead of winter boots are Doc Martens. It does get slushy and snowy in the city and you don't want to be wearing sneakers in that. They're practical to wear, whereas my winter boots are like tall and bulky. I don't want to be wearing them inside and in class. A shoe rack, you definitely don't need. Just kind of throw your shoes wherever they fit and it'll work fine. I also didn't need many sweaters. I would just recommend having a very nice winter jacket and then once you get to class, take it off. I brought so many thick winter sweaters that take up so much space in my closet that I didn't wear. I kind of touched on this before, but I wouldn't have brought any water bottle that's not a Brita with a filter. On that same note, I brought some cups that had straws in them. Never used them. I don't have a straw cleaner and I don't trust myself to get it clean enough. I did not need to bring like a huge bookshelf worth of books. I didn't have time to read them. Another thing is a steamer. I really thought that I would need this, but I didn't. Like, what am I gonna steam? I'm not wearing anything super fancy. It just took up space. Fancy command hooks. Let me show you. They're like, for example, these. I never used these. Yes, you obviously do need command hooks, but just get some basic generic ones. We're on to the last category, which is things I wish I had. I'm gonna be honest, there's only 2 items in this. Pat on my back, I feel like I did a great job with packing. I also can attribute that to the fact that my brother was in college before me, so I feel like I kind of had an idea of what I did and didn't need. However, there are 2 items that I wish I had, which are so random and bizarre and unique to me. They are a mini stapler and a vase for flowers. Weirdly enough, a lot of my professors wanted me to print out assignments, and some of them would be very stingy if they weren't stapled. The printers at BU did not have staplers next to them. So I wish I just had a mini stapler, staple my things together, and then the professor can't be like, oh, well, yours wasn't stapled, so I didn't grade it. Because I feel like some professors would be like that. The other thing is a vase, because let me show you my current flower situation. I did get a few bouquets of flowers throughout the year, and I wish I could have displayed them better. Or maybe if I had a vase, I would go out and buy myself some flowers to just decorate the room up. To wrap everything up, some final advice would be, do not save a single purchase for when you get to the city and think that you can get it, because you can't. They're sold out of everything. Command hooks, bedding, storage, they have nothing. The shelves are empty at the Targets and other stores within Boston. So some places to shop that I did, just for some suggestions: Bed Bath & Beyond, they'll have great sales. Target, of course. Amazon, I got my bedding from Dormify. What else do I have? Oh, some other general advice for clothing. I heard a lot of people say, like, do not bring any nice or normal or semi-casual / fancy clothes. Everyone just wears sweats. That I 100% disagree with. No one that I know wears sweats every single day. So just bring all sorts of clothes, honestly, and just wear what makes you happy. If you want to wear sweats every day, go ahead. No one will even bat an eye. But if you want to wear like jeans and a blouse like this, no one will bat an eye. And if you want to dress up, again, no one will bat an eye. You can really do what you want. I think I hit all of my points. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see. Have any questions about Boston University, because in this video I wasn't talking about the academics or kind of the life living here, but if you're curious about that, let me know. Overall, it was a great freshman year, and I'm very glad that I picked to go to school here. Anyways, thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.